and all. We are really proud to start this very innovative and novel proposal or novel event, that is AICT sponsored Training and Learning Academy faculty development program on synthetic biology. And outset, I really submit my warm welcome on behalf of me as organizing secretary and coordinator of the Atal FTP program, and on behalf of Madurai Kamaraj University, we are pleased to welcome all the participants. And at the first glance, I want to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor M. Krishnan, who is instrumental in submitting proposals, research proposals, and various of such like activities constantly to various funding agencies since his joining in this university for the last 2 years. I welcome you, sir, for your untiring effort and most dynamic activities that you are exhibiting during this pandemic situation. So on behalf of the organizing committee and on behalf of all the whole team, I really welcome you, sir, for this inaugural function. And also, we are really proud to have with us our registrar, Professor V.S. Vasanta, who is really instrumental in making all the administrative files cleared immediately with reference to making this event possible. I welcome you, madam, for this August function, which is going to really help for the young brains of this country in developing a new area called synthetic biology. So I welcome you, madam, wholeheartedly. And it is our time to welcome the important personalities in AICTE, Dr. Ravindra Soni, who is the director at Atal Academy, who is instrumental in launching this program some 6-7 months ago. And subsequently, the whole team, under his able guidance and cooperation of Gaurav Singh, really made everything possible for implementation, successful implementation of this program throughout the country, with offering really close to 500 such programs in the second batch in this current pandemic. And very recently, from London, they got a certificate of appreciation, having organized a wonderful number of events, very big events covering a large student participants and faculty participants for training programs. So I'm really happy to welcome Dr. Ravindra Soni and Gaurav Singh from AICTE New Delhi for having given this opportunity to conduct this program at Madurai Kamaraj University. I welcome you, sir. Then it is our privilege and pleasure to welcome our authorities of Madurai Kamaraj University, Finance Officer, Dean, College Development Council, Controller of Examination, Madurai Kamaraj University, Public Relations Officer, and other authorities who are instrumental in making this function possible in this juncture. And also, I really welcome, last but not least, the participants who really joined with over enthusiastically and vehemently and overwhelmingly they responded immediately after the uploading of the brochure some just 2 weeks ago, and really make us possible to close the opening the registration just 2-3 days before because of the overwhelming response. So I welcome all the 200 participants from close to 94 institutions across the country for joining in this program, representing various state and central institutions and colleges. And the pillars of this program are really the resource persons from different institutes. We are here to welcome you, Dr. Professor Wilson Arune, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Satyabama Institute of Science and Technology, who is going to talk on the synthetic microbiome, and Professor Karthapandian, Senior Professor Dr. Karthapandian, who is going to talk on synthetic biology and functional genomics, and Professor M.G. Sethuraman from Gandhigram Rural Institute, Tamil Nadu, who is going to talk on biological Instagrams. That is really a thought-provoking talk. And we are really proud to invite Professor Pavan Dar, who is from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, who is going to talk on the fundamental concepts to applications in synthetic biology, and Dr. Karnavaran from BHNSN College, Virudhunagar, who did PhD in Madurai Kamaraj University and his MSc from IIT Madras, who is going to talk on immunobiosensors, and Dr. N. Jayakumar from Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore, who is going to talk on genomic data mining and bioinformatics for synthetic biology related aspects, and Dr. Joseph Selvin, who is going to deliver a nice talk on synthetic life, applications of synthetic biology in creation of synthetic life and bioprospecting. And Dr. Kalpana Luthra from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, who is Madam is a specialist in engineered antibody production and applications in making novel therapeutic strategies. Welcome you, Madam. And Dr. Sanjay Ghosh from Institute of Bioinformatics and Applied Biotechnology, Bangalore, who is going to talk on synthetic biology revolution. And Dr. Sudipto Saha, who is from Bose Institute, Calcutta, and who is here to deliver systems and synthetic biology and the nice interactions between the synthetic and systems biology. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of this organizing committee. And Dr. Swati Alagason from Institute of Bioinformatics and Applied Biotechnology, Bangalore, who is the first one to accept our invitation to deliver a talk on synthetic biological tools in prokaryotic systems. In the pandemic context, such tools are very important. I welcome you, Madam, wholeheartedly for your presence in this program. And Dr. Kapila Kumar, who is from Manav Rachana International Institute of Research and Studies from Faridabad, to deliver a talk on synthetic biology, how it started and where lies the future. And finally, Dr. Gugan Jayaraman from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, to deliver a talk on synthetic biology, tools for metabolic engineering. So these are all the eminent speakers and resource persons who are going to deliver a talk. And on behalf of Madurai Kamaraj University, I welcome all of you, the resource persons, wholeheartedly for making this program a grand success. Thank you very much for having given me the opportunity. Now I invite Professor M. Krishnan, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, to deliver the presidential address and about the workshop. Please, sir.
Dear and respected Ravindra Soni, Director, Atal Program from AICT, Dr. Hauram Singh from AICT, respected Registrar of Madurai Kamaraj University, Professor Balakrishnan, Organizing Secretary of this wonderful program, and I have my side Dr. Professor Ashok from Department of Biotechnology, Dr. Ranjit from Department of Chemistry, and I could see that my learned professors on the line. I could see only one Professor Murugesan on the line. Maybe others are, they put off that video. Good morning to one and all. I am so happy to be here to give the presidential address for this wonderful program where AICT is aiming lot of things to improve the higher education in India. Not only technical side, but also arts and science side also. So they started this program, Atal program, that is called Training and Learning Program by AICT. First it started from Jaipur, Vadodara, Kaukati and Thiruvananthapuram. So after that, seeing the success of this conference, workshop, now they have extended to almost all the part of India. Why they have to start this program? Number one, they are helping the not only teacher and also the students. They can update the knowledge. Overall is going on in the world in the field of technology, arts and science, and commerce and management. So they have started this program, as my professor Dr. Balakrishnan told that, near more than 500 centers now they are running the program. Number two, since they have more than 500 program, they can now they are going to join with the network. By that, each and every center they are having some unique lecture in a particular field. By that they can be connected. The network will be very strong by saying that different experts giving the different lecture. That is the thing actually EICT is really looking for. After that, now Government of India, they are very keen to go for the SWAYAM program. SWAYAM is a wonderful program established by Government of India. Why? Because all the universities are not having the experts in the respected field. So, the lecturer or the experts giving the lecture will be available in the platform of SWAYAM. By that, the particular lecture will be available almost all the students. So, if DP is telling that how to help or how to utilize the SWAYAM facility in India to improve that what you called the higher education in India. So what they are aiming AICT is this network what they framed under this learning and training program can help to improve that not only teaching, it should also improve the research. By that, the excellence will come out from that, not only in Tamil Nadu, not only in Gujarat, not only in Calcutta, it should come from almost all the nook and corner of India. The excellence should come. By that, India should take the leading role to identify some innovative research, new innovative ideas from the teachers, from the students, from the researcher. By that, the innovative ideas to make the students as an entrepreneur, or the innovative idea will help to develop that village people, not only by giving the facilities, by improving the economy. So that's the way now this program is started. I'm so happy to see that near about, 14 experts are going to give the lecture on synthetic biology. A new field is coming up. Near about 22 institutes, state students are joining here to learn more about the synthetic biology. So I could see that. Now you can see, I have to congratulate the Balakrishnan and his group. The day one onwards, there is a list of experts and their lectures are available in a handbook. And also very importantly, all the participants' name and email address are available in the brochure. This is the way I told them. So this brochure is going to help for my teachers and students to contact the experts immediately, because experts list are there. The students, as I told that more than 200 students, they are going to form a network in the field of synthetic biology, and they can contribute more, as I told them, innovative ideas to make them as an entrepreneur. Because synthetic biology is a very important field now. I don't want to take much time, because my next speaker, who is going to give the keynote address, Professor Vasanta, from the Department of Chemistry, he will deal more about that, what you call synthetic biology. But I will complete the topic with one example, where isoprene. The isoprene is a very important material. It's going for the rubber preparation. It's available. The isoprene is available. The gene responsible for isoprene synthesis is available human, bacteria, plants. But it's very difficult to isolate the gene. Even you are successful in isolate the gene, it's very difficult to go for the recombinant DNA technology to synthesize more of isoprene genes, because it's a sequence of program. Why I don't want to explain more? Because it's having the intron and the exons, where it's very difficult to express in the bacteria to get the real isoprene to go for the what you call the preparation of the rubber. But no need to say that. This is academic group. How rubber is very important, and how many companies are looking for a type of a different variety of rubber to prepare different product. But it's a really metabolic product where they need isoprene. Now they are not going for isoprene from the plants or from other way recombinant DNA technology. Now the biosprin is isoprene is now successful. Bioisoprene is a successful product where it's a monomer. They are successfully synthesized that the bioisoprene through the help of the synthetic biology. So now it's fulfilled that the need of rubber through that synthetic biology for the society, for the different industries, for the different purpose. Like that, now the people are also going different product where they want to prepare another very important, prepare through the synthetic biology. Another one is acrylic. Acrylic, you know that it's very much needed for the painting industry. So now I can say a very big list where the synthetic biology helpful to prepare or developing that material through the synthetic biology. But anyway, the paucity of time, I can complete it. I requested my teachers and students, kindly devote your time very sincerely, obediently, without the disturbing the speakers. Learn that the use of synthetic biology, scientific background of synthetic biology, focus on synthetic biology, and the present status of synthetic biology by the lecture is given by so many experts, speakers, not only from Tamil Nadu. I could see that some of the speakers are coming from Calcutta and different parts of that our country. Like our participants, we are getting the experts also different part of our country. So kindly get benefit out of it. Not only to you, it's also for the society. Once again, I thankful to the AICT to consider our Madurai Kamaraj University for to go for the very good training program. It's a second program funded by AICT. I have to thank my teachers, non-teaching staff, and other members working in Madurai Kamaraj University, because even they have that corona, they don't worry about it. They are not keeping silence. I think if you are seeing that last 6 or 7 months, we have taken near about more than 100 programs through that online. So we are very successful. We are reaching the students and faculty and also public to take our science for the society. With this, I thank you very much, Unandar, for giving the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful and mind-blowing and highly inspiring talk on this FDP program. And as you said, yes, during these last 8 months of lockdown period, we organized several programs. One such important program is our very first program during the month of July. We organized 3 important online courses on epidemiology, infectious diseases, and virology. So it is all because of your constant support and encouragement, sir. So thank you very much for your cooperation and presidential address, sir. Thank you very much. And it is my pleasure to invite now Professor B.S. Vasanta, Registrar of Madurai Kamaraj University, to deliver a keynote address. Please, madam.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah,
Sir?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Madurai Kamaraj University, Professor M. Krishnan, respected Director of AICTE, respected Balakrishnan, Atal Coordinator, Head Department of Immunology, learned resource persons from different universities and institutions, and Dr. Ranjit, Assistant Professor, Department of Organic Chemistry, Madurai Kamaraj University, and professors from Madurai Kamaraj University, and dear participants. Very good morning to one and all. I consider it my great privilege to deliver keynote address in the inaugural function of AICT Training and Learning Academy sponsored 5-day faculty development program on synthetic biology organized by Department of Immunology and Department of Organic Chemistry, Madurai Kamaraj University. I would like to start with a quote of Mahatma Gandhi: "Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever." So we are all know that India is one among the countries that has the highest number of educational institutions in the world, and consequently there is a highest number of faculty members also. However, the unprecedented growth of educational institutions in the past 2 decades has led to the shortage of updated and well-trained faculty members in the educational institution that has created a quality challenges and change for the education. So moreover, the new national education policy 2020 aims to address the many growth developmental imperatives of our country. One of the fundamental principles of the national education policy is emphasizing on flexible, multidisciplinary, and a holistic education across the sciences, social sciences, arts, humanities, and sports to ensure the unity and integrity of the knowledge. Hence, the faculty members should update their knowledge in recent developments in research and teaching methodology to fulfill the objective of the National Education Policy 2020. So I would like to quote another saying that who dares to teach must never cease to learn. Yeah, this is very much important. Faculty members, generally, they should develop their skills through different programs like the faculty development programs. The faculty development programs provide the opportunities for the faculty to reflect the current knowledge and the practices of effective teaching and learning through assessment and research. The faculty development programs help the teachers to make faculty members skilled in latest technologies, to make them integrate more technologies into the teaching methodology, to make the faculty institutions objectives and vision, to expand faculty role, to help faculty find work balance, to improve research skills and quality work. So in the current scenario, we know that in the educational field, this faculty program on synthetic biology is the need of the hour. Programs like this will go a long way to fulfill the policy of the National Education Policy 2020. Synthetic biology is the field of science that involves redesigning organisms for useful purposes by engineering them to have new capabilities. The synthetic biology researchers all over the world are harnessing the nature of the power of the nature to solve the problems in medicine, manufacturing, agriculture, and environment, etc. There are more positive concerns in the biosynthetic science. They are understanding the biological pathways, manufacturing chemicals, biochemicals, metabolites, intermediates by exploring natural metabolic pathways, modifying the human microbiome by designing molecular switches or gene devices, modifying or tailoring the human immune circuits, making the sections of humans, novel biomolecule synthesis, metabolic engineering, design build test, prototype engineering, exobiology, genetical biology, genome integrated machine learning, automated DNA assembly, microbiome engineering, directed evolution and building and boosting genomes. These are the positive concerns of biosynthesis, synthetic biotechnology, but there are very few negative concerns are also there, making existing bacteria and viruses are more dangerous, and recreating known pathogenic viruses, and at last creating new pathogens also. There is a chance for creating new pathogens is very dangerous of the synthetic biology. So synthetic biology is a new interdisciplinary area. Therefore, you know that a scientist, Franz Arnold, she is from mechanical and aerospace engineer, has received Nobel Prize in chemistry in 2018 for her work in synthetic biology. So it is a purely interdisciplinary area. She used to say that life, the biological world, is the greatest chemistry and the evolution of her design process. So this shows that the international scientific world is more inclined towards interdisciplinary scientific advancements in the research field. So I truly appreciate the AICTE Training and Learning Academy and the Department of Immunology and the Department of Chemistry, Madurai Kamaraj University, for choosing the frontier interdisciplinary area for this training program. Moreover, the sincere efforts that organizers taken organizing this program is very much evident from the wide range of participants from across the country. The resource persons are also from various universities and institutions across the country, and the topics chosen by them from the frontier areas are like the synthetic biology, revolution, past, present, and future, yoga for health life, immunosensor for point of care, medical applications, and biological histogram, engineered antibodies for the therapeutic tool, etc. So this topic will very much guide the participants to choose their future research in the multi-interdisciplinary area. I am sure the participants will be very much enriched with the knowledge in the field of synthetic biology, and it will be very useful in their future research. Finally, wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your nice, wonderful talk, madam, and also for quoting a beautiful example of a scientist got Nobel Prize from a different field in synthetic biology. So thank you very much on behalf of organizing committee and my own behalf for having delivered this nice keynote address, Madam. Thank you. And now I invite Dr. R. Ranjit Kumar, the coordinator, deputy coordinator of this program, to deliver a vote of thanks for this August function. Dr. Ranjit Kumar, please.
Thank you, sir. Professor M. Krishnan, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mary Commerce University, Professor V.S. Vasanta, respected Registrar, Mary Commerce University, Professor K. Balakrishnan, the coordinator of this Atal Faculty Development Program on Synthetic Biology, our most esteemed guest speakers of this Faculty Development Program, respected syndicate members of Mary Commerce University, the nodal officers, the chairpersons of schools, center directors, heads of the departments, faculty members, participants from the length and breadth of the country, the organizing committee of this FDP, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all. It is my utmost privilege to be a part of this August gathering and to propose a vote of thanks in this fabulous occasion. A great leader is not only the one who does greatest things, but also gets the people to do greatest things. Our Vice Chancellor is one such a greatest leader who is leading us from the front to make Murray Commerce University attain the status of excellence. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring presidential address. And our sincere thanks and heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for your encouragement, continuous support in all aspects for the conduct of this Atal FDP program in MKU. Our sincere thanks to our Registrar Madam for supporting us in different ways to organize this Atal Faculty Development Program, and she has been very instrumental by clearing all the files very soon. And we also thank Madam for giving an informative keynote address. Thank you, Madam. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my sincere gratitude to all the renowned speakers for readily accepting our invitation in spite of their busy schedule, and who are going to deliver lectures for the next 5 days. So for the coming 5 days, they will share their experience, their expertise in synthetic biology through enlightening lectures. We are thankful to all the syndicate members, nodal officers, and all the officials who have joined us now and gracing the occasion. Our sincere gratitude to our Commander-in-Chief of this Atal FDP, Professor K. Balakrishnan. So we express our sincere gratitude to you, sir, for your continuous encouragement. We are all here gathered today only because of your untiring efforts, dedication, and hard work. Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my earnest and heartfelt gratitude to all the 200 aspiring participants from 24 states across the length and breadth of our country. I strongly believe that you will enjoy the lecture sessions and will learn a lot from the eminent speakers. This is a great opportunity for you, for the young minds, to interact with scientists and enrich your knowledge in synthetic biology. The Atal FDP is an ideal platform that will certainly empower faculty to achieve the goals of higher education, that is access, equity, and quality, which is the vision of the Atal Academy. Our utmost gratitude to AICTE and the Atal Academy for giving us an opportunity to host this FDP. We sincerely thank Atal for supporting us financially to conduct the FDP. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Dr. Radhika, the woman scientist, Mr. Randit Sevak, Mr. Sasikan, the research scholars, Mr. Dev Prasad and Mr. Bhaskar, the Technology Support Center of MKU, for working day and night in the organization of this FDP at MKU. A word of thanks is not enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks given to them beyond their comfort zones. Thank you very much. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the staff of the Special Office section of MKU for their the continuous support. I extend my sincere gratitude to the Finance Officer, the Deputy Finance Officer of MKU for their support in organizing this FPP. My heartfelt thanks to all the officials of MKU who have contributed in one way or other for conducting this faculty development program. I would like to complete my vote of thanks by quoting from a renowned scientist: "The potential for synthetic biology and biotechnology is vast. We have all an opportunity to create the future together." I would like to add one more here. The potential for synthetic biology, organic chemistry, and biotechnology is vast. So we all have had to opportunity to create the future together. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
Wilson, Dr. Wilson.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to this wonderful workshop. I think I can see your nice photograph in our project, and also that what Professor Balakrishnan prepared on that and your talk.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to Madurai Kamaraj University and that wonderful workshop on synthetic biology run by organic chemistry and also that School of Biological Sciences. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome,
Yeah, it is very wonderful to have you, sir, as a biotechnologist heading the whole big institution. You know, we are your followers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ranjit Kumar, for your nice vote of thanks that you covered entire theme that is behind this FPP program, and also our guest, the first speaker is there. But before starting the first session around 11:10, there's a small couple of announcements, quick announcements to the participants. There is a small change in the second session that is by Professor S. Karthapandian from Alagappa University. Instead of 12:10 or 12 o'clock, he'll be taking delivering his talk during afternoon session by 2 o'clock. And the third session of today, Professor M.G. Seduraman will speak on around 3:30. So in the afternoon, we are having two sessions instead of one session. So this is very important announcement. This is because of a technical urgent meeting with reference to Professor S. Karthapandian at Karikudi. So this is one. And coming to another important announcement, as per AICTE norms, we need to have, all the participants need to keep in mind that you need to have 80% attendance. This is a very important one. And we have to, on a daily basis, we have to submit the attendance to AICTE. Only based on that, you will be getting the certificate. You are eligible only if you are having 80% attendance. And also 60% scoring in the multiple choice question, test based on multiple choice questions. And very soon, maybe in another 5 minutes, we will upload you a Google form for attendance that also you attend, submit for each and every session. And finally, for questions, any doubt or clarifications, couple of participants may get a chance to get it clarified by the speakers, but not all of us. So you please post your questions for each session in the chat box. We will try to get the question answered by the experts, maybe during this 5 days period. So these are all the three important clarifications I want to give it to all the participants. So thank you very much for having participated in large way, big way in this inaugural function. Thank you one and all for this nice inaugural function.